Okay, Matthew, 2-1 defeat here, disappointment today?
Yeah, massively. Every defeat's disappointing. Manner of it wasn't great today. I think that's the worst that we've played ever since I've been manager. Because we didn't... Look, sometimes we've lost and you can think, there's positives and we've made chances and we've played at least a bit of football. We didn't play any football from start to finish today. We got the goal from a long throw within the first minute. And then we had the disruption for 10 minutes or whatever it was, with our fella, and hopefully he's okay. But after that, we didn't get going at all. We didn't play. We didn't do what we've been doing, But I suppose we've got to turn it round, And I think now, if we were getting complacent, if people maybe were thinking we were running away with it, that there today is a wake-up call, and that goes for me as well, because sometimes you get carried away with success. We won 7 on the spin and we drew last week, and you do think, it's going well. So if I'm taking one thing, maybe it refocuses my mind and hopefully the players' minds to move forward and of what we want to do, which is obviously game promotion at the end of the season.
It's going to be a big moment in the season. This it can go one of two ways.
Yeah.
You can hide, you can shy, but you can stand up and be guided.
Well, I'll not be hiding, and I think with a group of fellas in there, what I know, and they'll not hide. We just had a chat, and I said to them that for me, I think I've gathered a good group of young men in there. I just felt today they didn't perform. Not one of them. No, not. It wasn't like, such and such done this or that, and they didn't. I just didn't think we played well as individuals or as a team today, which, look, we've been beaten 2-1. Sometimes you play well and lose, but today we were poor and lost, so it means now everybody's got to refocus and we can start again on Monday, ready to go for next week. In terms of being a defining point in the season, I don't know, will it or won't it? We'll never know that, because until the end of the season we don't know. But what we've got to do is use today disappointment to fuel us going forward, and you hope that that's what happens, because like I said, it's going to refocus my mind now in terms of how we're playing. Results may have masked a couple of things over the last few weeks or whatever, but at the end of the day we are in a results business, and if we're winning, it can hide a couple of things. But we've tweaked a couple of things in the last 2 weeks and it's not worked. Truth be told, we've changed a couple of players and we've thought we were adding something different into the team, and it's not worked. So maybe what we were doing was working previously, and we'll revisit it. We would like to play with 2 wide men, but we don't have 2 wide men, and if we just play one with Ryan, we're unbalanced. Chris Lavery's obviously out for another few weeks, so it's not a case of just saying, we'll play 4-4-2 and we'll be okay, or 4-3-3, because we don't have that. What we've got is what we've got, and we can change personnel in and amongst and around that. But like I say, I'll look at it like I do every week anyway, win, lose or draw. But I think initial thoughts, obviously half an hour or whatever we are after the game, is that this is going to refocus us, because I can look in their eyes in there and I know they're a good group of guys. Regardless, today it didn't work. Whatever we tried to do, we didn't do. If that makes any sense, what we tried to do in terms of style of play, we didn't do it. And then resorting to long balls, which we don't want to do. But when you've got a 6'4" centre forward, I can appreciate that maybe people on the pitch are looking at him going, well, if we knock it up to him, we might get a second ball. But because we don't set up to play like that, it's hard then, because people aren't, people are making different runs. If they see the ball out there, they're not looking for that run that we're hitting the ball to, and then it becomes hull disjointed, and this is why we ended up all over the place. Shape was disorientated. 10 minutes to go, then we may as well lump it, because we weren't getting any joy from passing it. So we kind of done it, and it didn't bring us any joy, and it doesn't bring me any pleasure to say, it's not going to bring us any joy, because that's not what we practice, that's not what we train for. It happens, and boys get frustrated out on the pitch, and I can't scream at them, pass it, because they're frustrated, they've been giving it away, and it's just the way it goes. We've got to go. They've won 3 points today, we've lost 3 points. We move on to next week against Derbyview and make sure that the performance and hopefully the results better.